Hi, and welcome to Steve and Dave's Real Questions from Fictional Listeners. This is our third
Fourth.
episode?
Fourth.
Oh, fourth episode
Yeah, that's
already.
amazing. Yeah.
We try to do this anytime that we have a chance to actually get together and be in the same place at the same
Indeed.
time. So let's
What?
get right
Yeah,
to it.
that's it. Yeah. So what are the questions this time?
Well, our first question comes from David Partridge,
Right.
and he asked, "What are your 10 favorite TV theme songs,
10. Should we go back and forth?
instrumental
Hmm.
and with lyrics?"
All right. I'll start. You want to
Sure,
start?
go ahead.
Let's go with Taxi from Bob James. Taxi, American series from the late 70s, maybe early 80s. But
I know what
Taxi,
Taxi is. I never watched it, but all right, fine,
instrumental,
fine. Okay.
instrumental theme.
Well, I think I'll go with a classic MASH.
Yeah, the TV show was instrumental. Yeah, yeah. Let me go with another instrumental. How about Hawaii Five-O?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was
Yes.
maybe the Adventures who did that originally. I'm not sure, but yeah, Lalo Schifrin, I believe. No, that's Mission Impossible. Anyway, Hawaii Five-O. I
Some
like that.
surf music for Hawaii,
Yeah,
appropriate.
for sure.
Okay.
So that's, I guess, three. All right.
Well, Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Gotta
Yeah,
include.
yeah, that's definitely Lalo Schifrin. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mission Impossible is awesome. We think. Well, this is now with lyrics. Gonna go with lyrics.
We'll mix it up a bit. Cool.
Well, it's without lyrics still. I love the theme to the Bob Newhart show, the 70s Bob Newhart show that was set in Chicago.
I used to watch it all the time. I cannot remember the scenes.
Terrific theme, and we'll put it in the playlist. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Um, well, Bonanza.
Oh, yep, yep. It's classic, no question about it. Bonanza. Oh, okay. So with lyrics, well, we'll mix it up.
What's that, 10? I don't think
And
it was.
that's not 10. Do I need to come up with 10 without lyrics?
10 instrumentals.
Your turn.
Okay. Wild Wild West.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, I,
No lyrics.
I'm not really familiar with that.
With Leave It to Beaver, the theme.
I'm familiar with the TV show, but not with the theme. No.
All right.
Um, well, from approximately the same era, the Andy Griffith Show.
That's also terrific. Yeah, those some finger snaps there. Also approximately from the same era, a hint earlier. I Love
I
Lucy.
Love Lucy. Yeah,
Love that theme, kind of
that's a good one.
Latinish. There's also what about the Addams Family? You familiar with that?
I'm familiar with a theme song that has lyrics.
Oh, you're right. It
They're
doesn't.
creepy and they're kooky.
Let me take that. All right. So
All
remember
right.
the Addams Family.
Well, what about Rockefeller Surrounded Valley?
Yep, it's terrific.
All right.
Yeah, Mike Post theme. Yeah, it's close to 10.
And then Adams Family to start off the
Well, then, okay. And then I would think for me, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, that's a show for me that's bathed in nostalgia, but I love the theme for
yeah,
that.
it's wonderful. Uh, WKRP in Cincinnati.
Another, yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, well, how about Happy Days? That's a crowd favorite. I mean, very much
Tuesday,
it,
Wednesday.
yeah,
Sure.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it leads you right into the show. It is what it is.
Green Acres.
Oh, yep. Green Acres. And also from the Paul Henning stable of shows, Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great one.
Love that too.
Yeah.
Any more?
Well, uh, you're not going to know this because it's from the 90s, but the Friends theme song was an excellent one.
I've heard of Friends. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know like you do. No, it you even sported a Rachel haircut at one time.
It was kind of strange with the bold spot on top, but
Oh, I just had one. Okay, get another one. I just had one.
Gilligan's Island.
Oh yeah, I think that's where I was headed. That's terrific. I have to say too, Partridge Family.
Yeah,
Again, it's
yeah.
bathed in nostalgia, but I just love it.
Well,
The theme.
love
They
the
got
show.
the animation with the wobbling
Yes,
partridges and all
was
that.
a huge fan back in the day.
Yeah, it was very, very influential for both of us, strangely enough. We probably shouldn't talk about it or brag about it. Well, not for bragging about it. What else? Any other
One
themes?
Day at a Time was wonderful.
Yeah, well, this is it.
It was, yeah. This
It's
is
pretty
it.
good. So I get that's a I think that's a fair. I mean, I don't know if it's 10, but
All right, just a little off to the side, a little tangent
okay.
for a couple kids shows that really deserve mention here.
All right. Well, how about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Yeah,
He comes in,
that's
puts on the
yeah.
sweater. Obviously influential, influenced my fashion
Won't you
sense.
be my neighbor?
Yeah,
That's
beautiful day in the neighborhood or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
And Sesame Street,
yeah. Very much.
very catchy, very
I have to
happy.
say too, really in its day, quite innovative and almost daring because it was so urban and it really leaned into the urban neighborhood and all that, and that you just didn't see that on TV and
Oh,
here.
well, Sesame Street was, yeah, well, just as an all-around concept, of fantastic.
Yeah, it's really forward thinking for sure. All right, so there we go. That's
All
good.
right.
All right. So what's next? Who else is another question from a viewer?
Yolanda Green
Okay.
wants to know if you were to put together a jukebox of your own, what artists would never find a place on it?
This never find a place. Well, I'm going to turn this over to you because I'm
I'm
far
a
more
I'm a hater.
yeah, I'm far more positive than you are,
Yeah.
and I think maybe a slightly broader palette. Maybe I don't know. Well, go ahead. So that would include what? It would never be on your jukebox. Would include what?
Uh, way up on the list. Pet Shop Boys.
Hmm. Okay.
I despise them.
Wow. All right.
Yes. There's
Yeah.
strong feelings. Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can't think of really anybody. This is this is not an act. I can't think of anybody that I would just on the face of it say nope, no chance. Maybe Ray Stevens, but everything is beautiful. Is terrific. I like
What
Misty
about
too.
Jim Stafford? So novelty song. So novelty song, essentially, is what you're saying.
The thing about Jim Stafford, he does have that spiders and snakes.
Good one.
It's catchy as hell.
Yeah,
So,
it
but
is.
but I know where you're going with that. How about you got anybody else? Pet Shop Boys.
I'm not a I'm not a big fan of Simply Red.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nick Hucknall and all. So those simply read in your on your jukebox. That's a good question. I bet there are people or groups or artists that I just would respond to really super negatively, but I can't. Nobody comes to mind.
Also, just not in terms of groups and stuff,
Oh,
but
there. Here we go. This is your. It's a stirred it up.
well,
That's what Yolanda
this
wants.
is
Go
this
ahead.
is
Let it
this is a
go.
question for haters, and I just kind
Well,
of
then so
ready
you
to.
might as well just.
I might as well just get it
It's
out.
go ahead. The floor is yours.
You won't find a lot of jazz. You won't find any jazz on my jukebox. Not that just won't be jazz.
Wow, like a whole genre.
There won't be a lot of
No
blues.
fusion.
There
No
won't be a lot
blues.
of blues. There are some excellent blues songs. There are some excellent blues songs. They would be on there. We got yeah.
So you're not going to find any. Well,
Whipping Post or
I know. I
some
hesitate to even
something.
open up this can of worms. Okay, so not a likely not much jazz, not much blues,
No jazz, not
not
much
much
blues.
country too. And I would
Well, especially older country. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the older country stuff.
oh yes, I know. Right. Now this is a so there could be like hundreds of artists that you could just dredge up.
From the different genres. But if we're talking pop and rock,
Yeah.
not so many, but yeah, get into other things.
Okay. Well, good question, Yolanda. And I think you see where that if where this
Steve
goes.
is Steve is Mr. Inclusion.
Well,
He's Mr. Feel Good about who we are.
Well, I'm not certain about that, but I'm more inclusive than you are when it comes to this stuff.
All right.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
All right.
But okay. All right. Mr. Inclusion. Yeah, it's the 21st
Miguel
century.
Jimenez
All right. Miguel.
wants to know, what are your favorite live albums?
Oh, so for me, just right off the bat, it's maybe a little bit obscure, but it's Harry Chapin's Greatest Stories Live, which for me was it's still the way to sort of enter into the Harry Chapin. You get his songs relatively close to the original arrangements, and of course some of the stories. You get some of the sense of who he was as an individual and as a performer. I think it's a terrific live album, double live album. So that will be where I would start. Greatest Stories Live, Harry Chapin.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like Harry Chapin.
Yeah, and I think it's the best Harry Chapin album. for what it's worth.
All right.
Yeah.
Toys in the Attic.
Yeah, it's a pretty good live band.
Oh God, I mean
I mean, I think they're
hold on,
I think it's
hold on. Uh, Songs in the Attic. Songs in the Attic is what
Songs in the Attic.
Songs in the
So
Attic from
for us,
Joel.
Billy Joel. And
Yes.
so I'm coming back to that Toys in the Attic in a second. But the Songs in the Attic is terrific. This is how we both got into, for me, it's sort of that's how I actually got into Billy Joel, that and The Stranger. But oh, it's so good.
It's really good.
I remember walking into an apartment, and it was Miami 2017 or whatever was playing, Lights Go Out on Broadway, and it was just, oh, I can still sort of, it was great. That's a terrific album.
It's a terrific album. It really is, yeah.
And I think so. Aerosmith, they do have is it Get Your Wings? I can't remember. There's a great live album from the 70s with Aerosmith.
I don't
fair enough.
remember.
All right. Any other, what about live albums?
I love Live Rust from Neil Young.
Yeah,
I think that's fantastic.
It's really good. Yeah.
Double album.
What about your I'll just ask, what about from Tom Petty? Tom Petty's, you're a huge Petty fan, you're a Petty aficionado. Are there live albums or live tracks that you find meaningful?
That's a live. I have seen him perform some great live stuff. I don't have a live
Humble
album.
brag, by the way.
Pack Up the Plantation or something. It's not a
okay.
Well, I like his albums and stuff like that. But
all right, you're also
not.
Yeah, all right. You're also a huge Neil Diamond fan, and so
yeah.
What is what he does something?
Well,
so what about
the live album that I listen to when I listen to live Neil? Is Love at the Greek.
Love at the Greek.
In spite of some really embarrassing moments, but I overlooked those and just skip songs on. That's the tip I can give you.
So when we were younger, much younger, the live album that everybody had and everybody talked about was Frampton
Comes Alive.
So where are you at with that?
Oh, I like it. It's good.
Yeah, me too. And I think for me, like most people, this is how I got into Frampton.
I think that's how most of our generation came to know Frampton.
No, that's right. It's unusual too, right? Because it was atypical at the time to.
It's very unusual for an artist to become known through his live work. Yes, I think that's what happened.
Yes. Any other live albums of note? I'm not a huge live album person, really.
The last waltz.
Yeah.
I think you have to include that.
I think you do. It's that almost stands apart though, doesn't it? Because it's it is the farewell, and it's also a star-studded and highly choreographed. I guess there are moments of intimacy and whatnot and improvisation, but it seems
it would almost have to be.
But it's really, it's a landmark. I have no question about it.
On one hand, there were so many different people and so many different songs to get packed in there. And most of those people were just high off their nuts on cocaine. So you had to have some sort of organizing principle.
High off your Yes. Well, right. So, and that's Scorsese who helped sort of put all that together. So yeah, so that's an interesting question, and actually a number of interesting questions. And I don't know. Any more live albums?
None that occur to me right off the top of my head.
Well, me neither. So thanks again for the questions, and we will
thank you very much.
Do this again soon, I hope.
I hope so too. And if you enjoyed this video, then we hope you did, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, you can do that right here. You'll definitely want to check out the playlist because it's got all sorts of good stuff on it right here. Or you can watch another real questions from fictional listeners.
There we go. There. Yeah, it's punctuated by the nearby church bell. All right. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
We couldn't quite do it, could we? We couldn't quite do it.
Couldn't quite
we were really close.